Hello, everyone. Whew. It's good to see a bunch of folks in the chat already, and thanks for coming. Even though we've had a last-minute change, which I think probably most of you heard about. Hopefully, you'll notice that the piano, the keyboard is here, but Chris is not here, and the reason is that just on Friday night, I think it was, or Saturday, we found out that Chris had tested positive for COVID, and so he is in isolation in a hotel, actually, that's like 3 blocks from here. I could probably almost see it from my window. So we decided, we were kind of toying with whether we should just put the session off for a week, the fifth and final Omicron session, or we should try to do it tonight, or what we should do. And we do have the capability to do a session remotely. You might have seen us do it when we were both staying in the same hotel room, but weren't allowed to be in the same hotel room earlier this year. So we decided to go ahead, but we didn't want to do the whole shebang because we wanted Chris and I to both be here for that. So tonight we have kind of a mini session planned, combined with some tune learning. I hope everybody is up for that. And we also called in some special guests at the very last minute. Linda Hickman and Iris Nevins are going to do a set of reels a little bit later. And another surprise special guest. So Chris is actually here. Some people are asking, where is Chris? Is he in the comments? Yes, he's in the comments, so you can chat to him there. And actually, probably, I have like 2 screens here and the camera and everything, and I'm not going to be able to do as much in the chat today. So if you have questions or anything, you can just ask for Chris. Chris, are you under your own name tonight? I'm not sure. I don't know. He might be under TuneSpy. I'm not sure. Identify yourself, Chris, when you get a chance. So let's see, what else? Let me just go over the general plan, both for you guys and for me. We're going to play 2 sets of tunes, which are on your tune list for this week. Then I'm going to teach, I think I'm going to teach 2 tunes. Let's see how long this goes, but I'm going to attempt to teach 2 tunes. The first one will be the O'M'Crone Hornpipe, which was written by one of our sessioneers, Joseph Mahon. The sheet music for that is over on the Mario's soundboard. I'll mention this again shortly, but if you want to read along, you can, but I'll just quickly teach it by ear in anticipation of playing it next week in a set of hornpipes. And then if we aren't going too long, I will also teach my own tune called Luca at the Beehive after that, which is a slip jig. Then we'll have our special guest sets, and then we'll do 2 more sets of tunes to end. That is the plan. Okay, the theme for tonight is an emoji, and it looks like this. I actually don't know what this emoji's name is, but when Chris and I are angry, we both tend to go like this. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic, but we call it puffing. And so sometimes one of us will hear a puff from across the apartment and we'll say, was that a puff? I heard a puff. And that means that something is happening that's bad. We describe that sound as onger, O-N-G-E-R. So I think that is the theme of the session tonight, is puffing or onger, as shown by this emoji. Which side is it? This side. It's right there. So a few of you were able to send pictures in on the onger theme. And we will show those. Plus, we will show some pictures that somehow got lost in our spam box from previous themes in the last couple of weeks. Okay, and we are still collecting contributions for our couple of guests tonight, and in anticipation of our big 5th session, which will happen next week, which, as usual, kind of got out of hand with the guests. We got a ton of people on for next week. So where is it? This side? Yeah. It's over here. You can imagine it's sitting on Chris's head, like usual. But the link is there. You can't click on it. You got to type that in, or it's down in the description of the video, and Chris will put it into the comments. Whew. Okay, I haven't looked at any of your comments because there's too many things in front of me, so I will do that as soon as I can. If there's something very important, put it in the chat, and Chris has like a secret back channel to me over here, and I will watch for things. But to get started, let's play a couple of common tunes. This set is some jigs, and it's going to be the Blarney Pilgrim, followed by the Kesh, followed by the jig of Slurs. So that is G, G, no, D, G, D. Okay, and then just remember the jig of Slurs has 4 parts to it. Okay, I'm going to play this at a reasonable speed to calm me down and to get off on the right foot here. All right. You just have to imagine Chris playing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. wondering if the sounds were going to come out. Excellent. So when we were thinking about planning this, I was getting all sorts of crazy ideas in my head about things that I could do on this session because Chris is not here to stop me from doing crazy things. Chris and I kind of balance each other out most of the time with my kind of crazy ideas and him saying that's too crazy, and we kind of usually come to a middle ground. But then I realized that if I tried any of those things, that Chris could just take me off the air. So I am not going to do anything too crazy tonight, unfortunately. But we'll see. We might have some special things later. Okay, so I can't watch all the comments at exactly the same time. I suppose Chris could call some comments onto the screen if they're particularly good, but I did see a few pop up as I was playing that made me smile and made me feel better about being here by myself, which is, it's particularly weird to have a virtual session already and then to hold one by yourself is just very odd. So thank you for being here and for writing funny things in the comments, as usual. Okay, so I'm going to keep the updates short tonight because it's so much of me on the screen. But first update here. Oh, here's one. Oh, yes. It's kind of scary to play without somebody next to you. Actually, it's also particularly strange to figure out where your eyeballs are supposed to look, because I always find it weird to just stare at you guys in the camera while I'm playing, although that's what I usually do. But sometimes I have Chris here to stare at him instead of at you, and now if I look over there, it just looks like I'm staring off in the distance. So everything continues to be very strange in the world. Okay, so first update is on your shirts, okay? The shirts, one of the 3 boxes of shirts has arrived at Toon Supply headquarters in Alaska, and my mom, yay, the chief merchandise officer, my mother, has already packed up a bunch of the shirts and sent them, the ones that are there, and the other ones are supposed to arrive, I think, on Thursday. So you should be getting all your stuff very soon. Very exciting. And the other thing I was going to say is that the vote for what tune should go on the sleeves of the new zip hoodie, it's still open, although the same 3 tunes have been in the first and second and third places for the whole time the vote's been open. So I might just shut it down right now because I don't think anything's going to change. And I'll tell you what those are, the top 3. The first one is Banish Misfortune. Now I was thinking Banish Misfortune is a 3-part jig, and we only have 2 arms. So I had to think about that, how that would work. But that's in the first spot right now. Splendid Isolation is number 2, and that was actually my vote. Now, Splendid Isolation would be great, but it is a newly written tune. The composer is still alive, so I would need to get permission for that. So that's the trouble on that one. And then the third one is Rolling Waves, which is a 2-part jig, of course, that is quite popular at the regular Mario session. So that would work, but it's in 3rd place. So it's going to be one of those 3. I have to think about the logistics on that. But thank you for voting, everybody, and I will update you on which of those tunes wins the contest and gets onto the zip hoodie. Okay, let's play some more tunes. So I stopped talking here. Okay, so we're going to do some hornpipes. The first one is one I've played on the session a lot in the past, and it has a name that I always mispronounce. So Chris is just going to put it up onto the screen here. It's in the key of G minor. I think it means, does it mean the gold castle? Caisleán An Óir? I'm saying that completely wrong, but I think it might mean the gold castle or something like that. And then the second one is the Wonder Hornpipe. Okay, so the Wonder Hornpipe is a tune that Matt Mancuso got to my level 6 Irish Art Center class a few years ago, I think, and I didn't know it prior to that, and I just love it. It's got a little bit of a jazzy feel to it. So we will do these 2, probably 3 times each, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no idea if there's going to be sound effects because I can't see Chris's fingers pushing buttons. So I guess they could happen at any time now. We did have a surprise visit from Toast, who's sitting just out of the camera here. Maybe I'll try to entice him over here onto the keyboard. We'll see. I realized with horror when Toast jumped up here that we don't have a Toast wrangler at this session. Usually Chris will jump up and get Toast if he starts to knock down anything. And if that happens tonight, then it will just go along with the theme of our angry emoji. So that will be perfect. And somebody did mention that the internet was trying to do the theme. Yeah, it's occasionally being a little crunchy, and that's because it's going from my living room to Chris's hotel and then back out to you guys. And it's pretty cool that this can happen, and it's all due to Chris's amazing knowledge of the interwebs. So thank you to Chris for doing this. Okay, Toast has rejoined us for a moment. Oh, he's gone. Okay, so we're going to learn the tune in just a second, but two more little announcements. So first one is thanks to everybody who stopped by the virtual meeting with Forrest the sea lion earlier. Forrest is not virtual, he is real, but the meeting was on Zoom, and it was pretty cool. This is Forrest, and there is going to be some video of Forrest, but I don't have it yet, so we'll share it hopefully next week. For those of you who were signed up for the Alaska Raptor Center visit, where we're going to meet this beautiful snowy owl, that just got scheduled as of like a couple hours ago. It is happening on this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you are already on my list, if you got the link for the sea lion, you'll get the link for the raptors. You can come if you want to or not. If you aren't already on the list and you want to be, probably the easiest thing to do at this point is just to send us an email at tunes@tune.supply and just put owl in the subject line, and I'll add you to the list. That's probably the easiest at this point. So again, that's this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll be meeting the raptors. Okay, and then we have a video. We have a video finally, and this is a short video, but in the 1-minute video, I'm going to look through your comments and see if I can find anything interesting. This is a video of Toast, actually, a couple days ago. Before Chris had to go to quarantine, we were making pancakes and bacon, and this is Toast checking out the bacon. Here we go. Toasty? Toasty? What are you doing? No, don't touch that. Oh my God, don't touch that. What are you doing? Don't touch that. No. You already got your breakfast. No, sir. Lord, no. Lord Toasty, no, get down. Get down. Yes, eat those plants. Eat those plants. It's better for you. Bacon is one of Toast's favorite foods. I'd say Toast's favorite foods, Chris, maybe you can help me out here. I think it's butter. Just plain butter is number 1. Number 2 is scallops. And number 3, I'd say, is bacon. But only raw bacon. We actually cooked the bacon. We didn't give him any raw bacon. We cooked the bacon, and then he refused to eat any of it. I don't know if he was just, being spiteful, or he only wanted the raw bacon, but he likes the raw bacon. He's quite spoiled, as you can see. Okay, let's see. I didn't get a chance to read the comments. I'm just gonna have to read the comments afterwards. Chris, keep putting stuff up on the screen if you want to. Yes, I have too many things to do here. Oh, I'm just seeing the emoji on the screen there. That's good. Okay, so let's learn a tune here. We're going to learn the O'M'Crone variant hornpipe. A few weeks ago at the session, I said it'd be great if somebody wanted to write a tune called the O'Micron Hornpipe, and indeed within a few days, actually, there was one in my inbox from Joe Mahon, and so we're gonna learn it here. Mostly because I told you guys I was going to provide the sheet music and recordings right away, and I didn't. So this is a good time to learn it, and then we'll play it with Chris next week in a real set of some sort. So Chris has the sheet music here. Oh, there it is. Okay, great. So you don't have to pause your video or anything. We're just putting it here so you've got it for later. It is also over on the soundboard page, which is tune.supply/sounds. Just scroll down and you'll see the sheet music there. And there's also, I think, we put up a recording, an MP3 recording of me playing it. But you'll also have it here in just a second. Now, usually when I teach tunes, I do it pretty slowly and part by part, and it takes about, 20 or 30 minutes to get through the tune. We're going to go at a little bit faster speed here just because I know you guys are here to play tunes, not necessarily to learn tunes, but this will be a good way for us all to get this under our belt. I actually just learned it myself as well, so this should be fun. Let me just play you the whole thing first. It's in the key of G major. The B part does go to E minor for a bit, and then comes back to G at the very, very end, and it's a normal format tune, so AABB format. So here it is once through, just you can listen to it, and then we'll go ahead and learn it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the most interesting thing to me about this hornpipe is the B part is an E minor, and it does not resolve itself at the end of the first B part. It stays in E minor all the way until literally the last note, the last two notes of the second B part. And I was thinking most hornpipes that have a B part that's in a different key or in the relative major or minor resolve themselves in the second half of the B part, at least the ones that I'm kind of thinking of. So that makes it slightly unusual, and it actually was hard for me to learn to play that last little bit because it doesn't go where you think it goes. And I'm assuming that Joe did this in homage to the Omicron variant, which has not gone exactly where we thought it would go. And I just heard a couple days ago that there's a new variant of the Omicron variant, so maybe we're in the end of the B part of Omicron and it's going a different way. Hopefully, well, we'll just hope everything goes okay with that, but just keep that in mind when you learn that B part. It goes a little bit differently than you might expect. So we will do this in quarters as I usually teach these. I'll play the quarter, and then you can play it back with me, and I'll just repeat that quarter around a couple of times. As you're learning, try to think about patterns instead of individual notes, and this tune actually has a lot of scales in it, kind of triplet scales, and that makes it much easier to learn if you think about, okay, I'm just going to go down the scale from here to here instead of trying to remember all of the individual notes. Okay, so here's your first little bit. Chris, if there are any very pressing questions about the tune, will you put them in our secret chat so I can see them, or put them on the screen? That would be, oh, excellent, perfect. Okay, all right, so here's your first little bit. There's the pickup. Okay, and that phrase sounds funny at the end because it's going to lead into something else. but let's just try that. I'll play it one more time for you. Okay, so I'll break that in half. We're gonna walk up the scale at the beginning, landing on the G, and that makes sense because we're in the key of G. Stay there. Okay, and then we have a kind of, it's a scale with a few little bumps in the road. It goes, so you'll start down the scale 1, E, and then this is the bump. You're gonna go 3, 4, 3 or D, E, D, and then continue down to the G. So let's try that much. Walk up the scale starting on D to get to the G. Ready? Go. Down, bump. Good. Okay, and then you're going to add the little tag on the end. That actually kind of leads us to the next part, but let's put it in right now. So 1E1 or EDE. Try that whole thing. 1, 2, go. One more time. I'll play it just a tiny bit slower once, and then we'll go to the second quarter. 1, 2, go. Great. Okay. So I'm teaching a little faster than I usually do. Don't forget, you can go back and watch it again, and YouTube has a slowdown option. If I'm going too fast for you, on the replay, you can slow this down. Second quarter. I'll play it for you first. Okay, now this part is windy in an interesting way. It does not change the chord, it just stays in the G chord there. So it's just kind of floating around the G or third finger on the D string if you're playing violin, which, sometimes when tunes don't go anywhere melodically, it's actually harder to remember them. So just listen one more time to those patterns. It starts on the G, the 3 on the D. Okay, so we break it down. First part is, so you're just hopping up, stepping back down. Okay, next part is a series of triplets, and this is a scale, so it's going to go. Starts on C or 2 on the A, goes up and then down. Okay. And let's put those two together. Just listen once. And make sure you got the rhythm. The first 4 notes are eighth notes, which of course in hornpipes are swung or dotted. And then we go into the triplets, which are even. Okay, try it again. Good. Okay, now this last little part just kind of circles around the G. It's a scale. Starts on 1 on the D or E. It goes down, up, then back to the G on the last note. Try that a few times. One more time. Good. Okay, so this section might be a little hard to remember just because it stays around that G, circling around. Listen to it one time. Try to kind of map it out in your brains. Triplet. I'm just gonna cycle that like 3 or 4 times. Ready? Go. Yep, ready? Go. Last time, ready, go. Yes. Okay, so let's try the A part. Sorry, the first quarter and the second quarter of the A part. Maybe I'll play it for you once just so you can hear it. Play along or listen, whatever you like. 1, 2, go. Okay, let's give it a shot. I'll go one smidge slower than that. I'm going to start with that triplet pickup. 1, 2, go. Triplet. Second quarter. Good, let's just do it again, and then we'll go on from there. 1, 2, go. Good. Okay, put that aside. We're going to the third quarter. Now, oftentimes, third quarters are the same as the first quarters. Not this time, because it's Omicron and it goes all different places. So, third quarter goes like this. This is mostly scales again, so hopefully a little easier to remember. Okay, first part is just straight down the scale, starting on E. If you're playing fiddle, you might want to start on 4 on the A, so it goes like this. Okay, so straight down, and little bump. That's A, B, A. Okay. Good. Now this next part is very similar to something you did earlier, the pattern of it, but you're going to head upwards at the last minute to finish off the A part. So here it is. So you're heading upwards there. That's D, E, F sharp, D. And then go to G and go up the scale. Ending on the D. That's the whole third quarter. Here it is. Go up. Yep. One more time. Ready? Go. Good. Okay, and let's do the fourth quarter, and we've got the whole A part. Goes like this, and this is actually this might be easy to learn because it's kind of a very stereotypical hornpipe ending measure. So you might know other hornpipes that end like this. It goes. Lots of hornpipes that end kind of like that. So it starts on C, 2 on the A, and then we have a triplet pattern, and our usual kind of bouncy ending. So that's C, D, E, G. Oh, that was terrible singing. And then their triplet is D, E, D. And then circling around that G to end. Okay, so I'm going to play the whole A part through. Listen or play along, whichever you like, and then we'll circle it around a few times. 1, 2, 3. I messed up. And I'm reading off the notes here. You can probably see me looking there. One more time. Erase. Okay, 1, 2, 3. For me. Ooh, okay, it's windy. It's windy there in the middle. The part where I said it kind of circles around the G, it's easy enough that it's difficult to remember. So it's in keeping with the theme of the tune. It goes where you don't think it is going to go. Okay, we're going to move to the B part. Remember, you can go back and watch again if you didn't get any of those notes. So the B part goes into E minor. If you're playing the violin, the fiddle here, this centers around the open E or the E string. And so I was going back and forth about whether to recommend playing these notes with a 4 or an open string. I actually think you should just use the open string and kind of embrace the open E string sound here. Sometimes it doesn't work, but here I think it would be good to do. So let me just play the B part. Here it is. so let's attack this. So the first part, it keeps coming back to this E, as I mentioned, and it goes like this. So if in doubt, just keep coming back to that E. It starts with a quarter note, and then the rest of the notes are eighth notes. So one more time, here it is. And if you're on fiddle and you get tired of that open E sound, just replace one or more of those notes with a 4. Okay, I'll do that again. Yeah, one more time. Yep, and if you're on fiddle, you can also keep your 3 down once you get to there. Regardless of whether you're doing 4 or open, just keep the 3 down to make it more efficient. Okay, now the next part is pretty easy because it's a series of scales, and both of the scales start with triplet patterns. So here's the first one. Let's get that first. Starts up here on the G. Got a bump at the beginning, and then straight down. Okay, and it ends with, so triplet. E, D, B, G. And then the second one is very similar, but it starts on a C. It's actually the same pattern, it just starts on a different note, so up. So if you put those together, sound like this. One more time, ready, go. Very good. Okay, let's try that B part. Starts on the E, the part where you're going back and forth to the E. Ready, go. Triplet. Good. I'm going to keep going. Just, I see we're running a little late on this tune, so I'm going to keep going. You can come back and slow it down later if you want. So this next measure, usually I would feel like the tune would go to G major here, but it stays in E minor, which was difficult for me the first time I played it through, but then it's about Omicron, so that makes sense. So here it is. So this is like that measure in the A part where it just centered around a note. This time we're centering around the E though. So let's play that again. A couple times. I'll play it a little slower if you want to match me here. So we have E, E, G, D, G, and then go down for the B, D. Let's try that. Good, now we have a little scale pattern. So that's E, F, G, E, and then triplet, D1D, or D, E, D, E, D. Okay, try the whole thing. Good, and we got one more part, and this is the part that I think is the brilliant part of the tune, in that it stays in E minor. It's very strange and cool. So here it is. Just listen once. That was out of tune. Usually I would think it would go to that G major there, and it doesn't. So we're going to do a triad up, and then straight down the scale to E. Okay, try that. Now again. Cool. Okay, so the way this works is you're going to play the B part through, stay in E minor, repeat back to the beginning. This is all E minor, and then on the last measure, on that triplet run, that is when you're going to resolve to G major for the repeat. So the only difference in the second B part, I'll play you the end of it and you'll hear it. The last triplet run becomes resolving to that G. And that is the moment when you can go back to the major. So just listen. This is what would be the second time through the B part at the very end. Right there. That's where you can go back to the G major. Okay, let's give this a shot. We're going to build it from the back though. So 2 times through the B part, and you can practice your 2 endings. And then we will cycle right back around to the A and try the whole thing at least once through. Okay. Chris, if there are any questions, could you just throw them on the screen or over into the secret chat? Otherwise, I'll assume everybody's doing okay there. And we will try 2 B parts followed by whole thing. Okay, so this is the E minor part. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I was just thinking, like, this tune, it feels like it's going to end, and then it doesn't. Goes on and on and on in E minor, and then you finally get the G major at the end, and that's like the pandemic. That's the story of the pandemic, right? Hopefully we're getting towards the G minor chord in our real lives. I guess we shall see shortly, but excellent. Okay, so I didn't see any comments. I have no idea what's going on, but hopefully you got that. And we will play this in some sort of set next week with something. I haven't decided what. But if you want to practice it this week, we'll play a little faster. And don't forget that the recording and the sheet music is over on the soundboard page for you to peruse. Ooh, okay. So let's see. Oh, excellent. Okay, let's move on. We have a special surprise guest. He does not know that he was going to be a surprise guest on this session. But I think I hope it's okay. You can tell me. The person in question is in the chat. Bob Beamer sent us a whole bunch of recordings a while ago, probably a year ago now, and said, use these whenever you want. It's extra sets of tunes. And so we are going to take this opportunity to play some tunes. I think they're jigs, I can't remember, but we shall see. So here we go. Have fun. Excellent. Maybe we should have a woo from down the street. There we go. Excellent. Thanks to Bob for joining us tonight. And I think there's, gosh, I don't remember how many sets Bob sent to us, at least 20 or so. So thanks for saving the day, Bob, without even knowing it, giving us a little respite from me here in the living room by myself. Okay, so there were a few community pictures this evening, and let's see. The first one here is, this is actually Bob, who was just playing, and I think he said this was from 1987, if I recall correctly, and he is still playing concertina, just the same. So that's excellent. Now I should say that the pictures this evening are a combination of pictures from the theme today, which is the angry emoji, and ones that got stuck in our spam folder and we found just recently. So this one I think was from Ancient History Week. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, this is just on the anger theme, I guess. This is from the Burns Night gig that Chris and I did last week backstage. I was given the dagger to hold in the procession of haggis and whiskey, and obviously that was a bad idea to give me the dagger, so don't worry, I didn't. Oh, that's good, yes. Okay, next. Let's see, this one is kind of just a random picture I thought you guys might like to see. This is in the Times Square subway stop the other day during our giant snowstorm, and somehow it was snowing in the train on the platform, which is weird because this platform is 2 levels down. So I just have no idea how that was happening, but it just kind of like summed up the situation here in New York. Okay, these ones are from our new friend Colin in Tasmania, which is really cool. I don't know if he's here tonight, but he made these collages of musicians at his session, and there's 3 of them. I really like that they just feature the instruments and the hands. There's something super artistic about it. And we were hoping that we could, wow, that concertina is beautiful. Wow. Hoping that we can meet Colin and the Tasmanian sessioneers someday soon. Okay, and this is a quilt by Jill Yeager, and she sent this actually for the Ancient History session. These are all t-shirts, old t-shirts that she made into a quilt, which is a great thing to do with old t-shirts, but I have made many quilts in my life, but I've never made a t-shirt quilt, and I hear that it's actually quite difficult to do. So that is excellent. Okay, and then this is a picture on today's theme of angry face, and it's from Mike Sicarius in Juneau, and he went out and he had a dead car battery this morning, which certainly is deserving of a angry puff. I hope he got it sorted out. Okay, and this is from, I think, Riggy Rakin, and this was from the pun session. He sent this, and it's a beautiful illustration, and I haven't actually gotten a chance to figure out what it is. I suspect it might be a tune name, so maybe somebody in the comments can tell us what they think it is. Battering ram? No, I'm not sure. Tell us if you can figure that one out. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, great. Thanks for sending us your pictures as always. Next week, there's one more session next week. I'll talk about that in a second, with one more theme. So you have an extra week to work on it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, contributions. I have forgotten to mention the contributions, but it's over here somewhere, and you can throw a few bucks in to the jar for our guest tonight, and also for next week when we've got, I can't remember how many, 8 or 10 folks who will be finishing off this Omicron 5-pack of sessions. And on that note, Mimi has made a poem for this evening on very short notice. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I haven't seen it yet, so roll it, Chris.
Hi, Mario's friends. It's Mimi and Amos with our horrible poem for tonight's session. A kind of ode to the season, in a way. Like, the snow was pretty this weekend, but now it's just a weird, toxic, slushy, disgusting mess that burns Amos's piggies. So we're ready for a change. Hooray for seconds. Let's hear it for seconds. They deserve a big cheer. They're handy when you're buying stuff and new pieces are too dear. They're what make big dinners so fun and so yummy, even if you leave table with overfull tummy. Seconds added to toasting some bread mean the difference between chewy or crunchy instead. And seconds are added each day, bit by bit. As the sun sets a skosh later, we will soon bask in it. Hope you're all staying safe and keeping warm. Get better, Chris. Chip into the box if you can. Help Tune Supply keep going. And eat your kibble. Bye.
Woo! I couldn't actually hear any of that, Mimi, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch it later. I was just sitting there staring at Amos eating food. That's, I have to admit, which I would do. I would do for hours on end if given the chance. So thank you for making a poem on short notice. And we'll, of course, have one more poem next week from Mimi and Amos for our final Omicron session. Okay, at this point, I was going to teach another tune, but I spent way too much time teaching the first tune. So we are going to not learn Luca at the Beehive, which is a tune that I wrote, right now. However, I have been meaning to do a tune teach on my YouTube channel for months and months. So we will make a date and I will teach Luca at the Beehive over on my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure that you guys know when that happens, so that we can make it happen. The music for Luca at the Beehive, the sheet music, is over on the soundboard if you want to take a look at it, although I prefer teaching by ear, but if you want it, it's there. And this is a tune that I recorded on my CD Warbler range, and the reason I was going to teach it is because one of the Mario's sessioneers requested that we play it on the virtual session, and we are going to play it next week as one of the sets. So if you want to take a look, you can. Otherwise, just wait for the word and the link, and we'll go and learn it on my channel soon. Okay, so we will move right along to our other guest artists set, and this is Linda Hickman and Iris Nevins. I think they've got a set of reels for us, and they jumped in at the last minute to make sure we had a little bit of extra stuff tonight. And here's where I'm going to do my one crazy thing of the evening and hope that Chris doesn't pull me off the air here. It's not too crazy. I was thinking that I always like to do a game during the sessions, and we did our finale of the word game last week. So this is a little modified word game, and I have no idea how well this is going to work, but what I would like to do is see if you guys out there, while we're doing this set, if you don't want to play along, can create the name of a tune, your choice of tune, any tune, using just emojis in the chat, okay? And if anybody has a really good one, we might pull it onto the screen and award a prize. Okay, so that's your assignment if you choose to accept it. Otherwise, you can go ahead and play this set of reels with Linda and Iris. Here we go.
So this is Hughie Travers reel into Billy Brocker's reel into All the Way to Birmingham.
lovely tunes. I actually don't know the second tune. I'm going to have to learn that one. Thanks again to Linda and Iris for coming to this very impromptu anger session that we're having this evening. I should say Linda is one of the least angry people that I know in my life. So this is probably, it's like the opposite of the session that she should be at. But anyways, it's great to see them on screen again. Okay, so my game that I came up with very quickly here, Richard Walker said Caitlin probably didn't think about the fact that she has to decipher these emojis, and that is true. Actually, I have not had time to figure out what all of the emojis are. And wow, there's more coming in right now, and there's some really good ones. I also realized once I said the game that it would probably take a little while for people to think about what they wanted to post and then find the emojis, which is actually quite hard to do on YouTube. So wow, there's some really good ones here. I pulled out 4 quickly that we're going to show on screen. Let's finish this game next week, okay? So you have a week to think about how to write any tune name in an emoji, and we'll make that the game for next week. And we'll have a prize. But for now, Chris has, I think, starred 4 of them. Let's put them on screen. It doesn't matter which one. You can start with something. Okay, Caustuve. So I'm not really sure what any of these are. So it looks like whiskey pancakes. I'm just going to tell you what I think the name is. Whiskey pancakes. Okay, and you guys can tell in the comments if you know what it is. Mimi has made what appears to be a set of tunes. Let's see. Oh, I might know this one. Spotted Dog, what's the second one? I can't think of the second one. And Rolling Waves, maybe? Okay, next. Cat Love Bacon Dance. Cat Love Bacon Dance is my guess on that one. Okay, and we have one more. Angry Baby Pig Knife. I don't even know what that last one is. Okay. If anybody actually knows what those are, put those in the chat. We will continue this game next week with prizes involved, okay? Great job thinking of tunes on the fly here. I gotta come back later and read all the comments. I haven't had a chance to read them all. Excellent job. Continue next week. Think about it for the week. You guys are amazing at coming up with clever things on the fly. I'm amazed as always. Okay, so we're gonna play 2 more sets of tunes and be done for this evening. The first set of tunes is Mouse in the Kitchen, which is a tune that has been really popular on Tunesupply. It's written by Colin Farrell, the fiddler. And I didn't know it prior to doing Tunesupply, but a whole bunch of people have played it, including I think it was it Mari Black who played it on a concert, I think. Anyways, it's a great tune in the key of A, and then we'll go into the Gallowglass, which is a tune I taught at the O'Flaherty's retreat down in Texas recently, so perhaps there's some O'Flaherty's folks out there. 3 times each on these because it's just a 2-tune set. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I almost didn't put that set on tonight because I was thinking this is a set that would sound super good with piano backing on it, especially that second one. I really like the minorness of it. But there were too many good sets to pick from, so I put it on tonight. If you don't know that second tune, gosh, it's super windy and super fun. Really good one to learn. Not super common, but really great. I was smiling the whole way through that set because I'm watching all the comments come in with your names for the tunes and the emojis. I may have opened a Pandora's box here with this game. It's pretty great. Okay, we'll continue it next week. Okay, couple more things, and we'll play one more set of tunes, and then I will get off your screens. This is very strange, leading this session without Chris, I have to say, or with Chris 3 blocks away. First one is that you might remember Bandcamp Fridays from the pandemic, the first part of the pandemic. This is when the music platform Bandcamp lets people purchase artists' work without taking a fee from the artist. Usually, if somebody buys my CD, I have to pay Bandcamp, I don't know how much it is, a couple bucks or something. So it's super helpful to artists who continue to have a hard time. We were just getting back to having some in-person gigs there for a few months. It wasn't back to normal, and then they all got canceled again. And I suspect it will take quite some time to get back to normal with the gigs. I mean, I question whether we'll ever be back to what it was in this new world, but it's certainly continuing to be a difficult time for artists. So you can go to tune.supply/media. We had taken that page down, but I just put it back up today because there is a list of all of the Tunes Play artists that have Bandcamp pages. Just right there for you to click on and purchase CDs from if you would like to continue supporting musicians and get some new music. And the first Bandcamp Friday to come back is this Friday, which is the 4th? Something like that? This Friday. Anyways, so keep that in mind. And then just lastly, the plan for next week, we will be back to the normal situation, hopefully with a super immune Chris. Coming back to the piano. Yay! And it will be the 5th and final virtual session in our Omicron-era, I can't speak, Omicron-era virtual session run. We will do more virtual sessions in the future at some point, but we are not exactly sure when that will be just yet. Could be a couple of months down the road. So this will be the last one until then, February 7th, I think, next Monday, 8 p.m. at the normal time, and the link will be the same as it was originally for that session, and it's on our YouTube too. If you just go to the YouTube channel, you can always find these. There's, I can't remember how many guests, 8 or 10 guests, and probably my favorite thing, the thing I'm most excited about for next week, is that we have some musicians from Bali joining us. I mentioned a while back that one of the musicians wrote a comment on one of our videos, and we started chatting, and turns out there's a group of amazing musicians, and so we said, do you want to make a video? And they did, and so we're going to show that next week, which is just so cool, especially for our last of the Omicron sessions. The theme for next week is fitting. It is marvels and malfunctions, however you want to interpret that. We may play some games. We'll see. If we end up doing bingo, I'll let you know. I gotta communicate with Chris about that. But we will do the emoji game at least, and we'll see what you guys can come up with. Okay, last set of tunes. It is going to be Ladder Burn in the key of G, Hunter's House in the key of G, and Silver Spear in the key of D. 2 times each on these, and we'll go a little faster. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. for myself now, which is even less fun than wooing for two people, I have to say. Okay, so we have one more special guest here, so just stick around for a second. Hold on, I have to get set up for this special guest. One moment. See if this works. Okay. Let's try it out. Is the special guest available at this? Oh!
Hi, everyone.
Hello? Is this working?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Chris. How are you doing?
Okay.
Oh. Are you feeling a little bit better or still not so good?
Yeah. Every day is a step in the right direction.
How's your tiny hotel room?
It's not bad, considering.
The Manhattan hotel rooms can be pretty rough.
Yeah.
Do you miss Toast?
I do miss Toast. It was nice to see him in the background.
Yes. Chris has been just randomly texting me and saying, could you please show me Toast? Could I have a Toast picture, please?
True.
Which I, of course, been obliging. I don't know where he is right now. I think he went into the bedroom because the heat's on. This is where we usually say our thank you. So the first thank you is to Chris for managing this magic that we have tonight of being able to have me sitting here playing tunes and Chris down the street, and then the stream going out to you guys so perfectly. So thank you, Chris. Oh, hello. Is it working?
Yep.
Okay. Great. Okay, so thank you to Chris. And then thank you also to Linda and Iris, and also to Bob Beamers for bringing us some extra tunes. Thanks to you all for joining at the last minute for this strange session and for contributing if you're able to. Oh, the contribution is now on Chris's head, as it usually is. And with that, I think we will end the session, and we will look forward to seeing you in our normal format next week, same time, same place. Anything else I forgot, Chris?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Okay, and I didn't read any of your comments, and I will go back later and read them all, and I will respond next week. So have a great night, stay safe, stay away from Omicron if you can, and we will see you very soon.
Good
Bye.
night.